Hello, I'm back. Oh, Chorus is here. Chorus says, "For once, I'm early. Woohoo!" Oh, yeah. So a wee bit later than I would have wished, but you know, we're here. Also, okay. So I I'm trying to like slowly level up the audio levels on Streamlabs. I don't maybe it's still too loud. I don't know if the audio still sounds good because when I look back at the streams, it's not that the audio is like super bad, but like it's very quiet. And at first I just kind of thought, oh, maybe that's just like the stream itself. I don't know. And then I look back at some of my older streams and they weren't as quiet, so I'm not exactly. The thing is, I don't want it to be so loud that you guys just hear like bass boosted muffled, you know? I don't want that either. So, yeah. So I'm just saying that like, oh, sorry, I bumped the mic. If something is too loud, or if like the mic is peaking a lot, or if you can't hear things right, or maybe you hear things too much, do not be afraid to tell me. I'm still trying to figure out what's a good audio level for these streams. Cause you know I want to make this enjoyable for everybody, including myself. So because it's always fun. I really like looking back at these streams just to like skim through like I don't know what I said or like my reactions to certain things. So like I'm also technically a viewer of my own things. Anyway. Anyway, Natlin. Okay, so last stream we got to meet Sitlali and Auron, and both of them are quite quirky characters, if I do say so myself. Sitlali, honestly, Sitlali is like Faruzan, but like a little with a new coat of paint. And Auron, my god. Oh, Cora says, don't know much about audio mixing, but it's been pretty easy on the ear so far. Okay, that's good, that's good. Well, yeah, what I was gonna say with Auron, people really, love to exaggerate just how terrible this character is. Like, he's cringy, but it's obvious that he's, like, supposed to be cringy. Like, he's supposed to be this, like, cringy emo boy who has no idea what he's doing, actually. Like he's clearly supposed to be that, and personally, I'm loving it. So, yeah. All right. Enough stalling. I think it's time we actually like get to the story. Alright, let me get my water so we can stay hydrated. Let's bear with the infinite void for a second. Alrighty then. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh shoot, I forgot about the music. Hold up, hold up. Sorry guys, sorry lads. I keep forgetting to turn off the music. That's on me. That is completely 100% on me. Okay. Yeah, I was underwater fighting the whale. That's right. Okay, let me teleport to Natlin. I don't know, here I guess. This is where a statue of the Seven is at. When am I going to see my man Capitano again? I want him back. Bring back my sexy little shadow man. Venti, what are you doing here? There we go, much better. Oh wait, don't. It's lagging, it's lagging, it's lagging. Don't crash, don't crash. Oh good, 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 good. If you crash, that would be oh so sad. Oh so very sad. And then I will be very, very sad. Because unfortunately, my relationship with Genshin streams has always kind of sucked. It's the reason why every once in a while I'm like, man, do I even want to stream this game anymore? But at the same time, I'm also like, oh, but I love this game so much that I want to stream it. Okay, battle pass, battle pass. Gimme. Anything else? Oh, that's right, is Jilenin still out? Have I test tried her? I have not. Later. Alright. To whence the smoke drifts, wait until the next day. So I guess we just wait right now. Whoops, wrong one. Wrong button. The Natlin soundtrack, guys, it's so... it touches the soul. It touches the soul. I mean, okay, technically I can say that with, like, most of Genshin's music, but, like, the addition of vocals, and not just, like, the, like, kind of vocals, although those are pretty too, but, like, these more, like, talky, chanty kind of vocals is, like, it's beautiful, and I love with it. Okay, actually, one last little thingy. Hold on. Actually, no. One last little thingy. Sorry, guys. I just need to do one tiny thing. Frick.
I'm not the friend to come to for words of comfort or encouragement. But when it comes to weighing the costs of your actions, ask away.
Okay, we're back. Sorry, I just needed to do something real quick. Alright. Go to the agreed location. Where are we going? Oh, you know what sucks though? Oh, man, the Natlin soundtrack is the kind of soundtrack that I want to hear the songs to completion. And so it makes me sad when I have to like teleport or I have to leave. Oh, Cora says the map's UI has really changed since the beginning. Literally, dude, like every so often I find like images of how the map used to look like back in like 1.1. For reference, I have been playing since 1.0. Like I literally been playing since like Venti's first banner, which, if you're wondering, was the very first 5-star. He was the very first banner in the entire game. I wasn't a day one player. I didn't play at day one. But I am what you would call a veteran player. And every time I see how the map used to look like, I'm like, damn. It's crazy. It's like honestly crazy. Cora says, so far, I'd say that Mondstadt and Natlin's soundtrack have been my favorites. Man, I think for me, on some of my favorites would probably be Okay, excluding Natlan, because I feel like I need to listen to it more to fully form like a ranking. I think my top region music-wise for me would. Oh, hold on for a second. Apologies, apologies. I think my top region in terms of soundtrack would probably be Lille. Although I will admit part of it is nostalgia, and then number 2 would be Fontaine. Although there's a chance Natlan might replace one of those because I am so in love with it, but I feel like I need to listen to it a lot more to get like a real opinion.
Weird. Paimon doesn't see anyone. Oh, please don't let this be a trap.
Capitano appears from the bushes. He's like, "Sup? You want to get some ice cream? Please, please say yes. It's hot. It's hot out here. I'm wearing all of this armor. I'm wearing this helmet. I'm dying."
What was that?
It's him.
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
Hello.
It's you. You shouldn't pop up from behind people like that. What are you, a ghost?
Yeah.
I'm terribly sorry. It's just a force of habit.
Ugh. And what's with you apologizing all the time? You sound so polite and honest, but you're actually doing shady stuff behind people's backs.
He's a mystery. No, see, he's just a lost kid that doesn't know what he's doing.
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you remind me of her. Sometimes you two sound really similar, you know.
Who, me or Paimon?
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Oh my god, yes, please. That would be so funny.
Well, I could.
Yes, please. So what's the purpose of this meeting? Let's get straight to the point. Cora says, not Capitano, but he's
It's all
still
clear.
he's
Over
still
to you.
he's still heavily dressed. He is indeed. You know, that's one thing I always found. Oh man, when I saw Kinichi's design for the first time, like my first reaction upon seeing his outfit, I was like, "Boy, why are you wearing black? What are you doing wearing black? You're in the hot ass like there's Sumeru, right? Right. Like okay, the desert. Okay, there's Sumeru Desert. That's a dry heat. You're actually not supposed to have your skin exposed in the dry heat. It could burn. Okay, and it's and I always find it funny that like Candace and Dea and Sino, although Sino makes sense because he's based off like Anubis, but like Dea and Candace are like basically wearing nothing, and I'm like that is not good for desert. And then we have Natlan, which is basically like the tropics. Like Central South America, like West Africa, like these are like humid places, and here are these people wearing like black jackets and stuff.
Excellent. The fact that you showed up proves
Oh my
that I was
God.
right about your character.
God, it's him! It's him! It's my man! Apologies, guys. There might be just a little bit of Capitano simping. Just a little bit, just a little bit. I'm only interested in the intel. I don't really care how the Fatui thinks of me.
Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. Rather than facing you as an enemy, I would much prefer to bring you to my side.
It's just like with our Licino.
If we allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash. And that's a scenario that I'd very much like to avoid.
Cora says, he is here for ice cream. Literally. No. Better? Better. Shaved ice. Why?
I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, I know that you are by no means an unreasonable person. And once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you, you may just find it in your heart to consider my proposal.
Malwika? There's a V in there, dude.
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Natlan, she still needs 2 more heroes to appear.
Yup.
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind. Guess that's not important now.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. Will the heroes really appear? And even if they come to her, will their power be enough to drive the Abyss back? If any part of the plan goes awry, all of Natlan, even all of Tevat, will pay for her mistakes. Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along, the details of which she has chosen to keep hidden from you?
Okay, I'm sorry. I like blanked out for a second. I'm so sorry. Sarah Lift says, just subscribe to your channel. Hey, thank you. Thank you so much. Sorry, I like blanked out. But what if I told you she's had another plan all along, the details of which she's chosen to keep hidden? Ooh. Cora says, hello, Sarah.
An emergency plan?
Yes. A way to keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan fails. But given the painful cost of its execution, she has chosen to keep it as a mere backup plan.
That widget came pretty late.
Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot say. But Natlan cannot afford to wait until she comes to her senses. My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute the backup plan, and all of Natlan will be lost to the Abyss. We have to make the decision for her, here and now.
That's just your speculation.
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch of scary stuff isn't enough, you know.
Yeah, we went through Fontaine. We can handle scary. We can handle world-ending events.
Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa plan?
Oh, we already knew about this? Oh, I guess someone told us. Wait, by seizing the Gnosis and making the decision for her, could he mean that the Gnosis has something to do with this backup plan?
I knew you to be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa.
Okay, can I just say something? Can I say something? First of all, I love this piano track. Second of all, the way Capitano talks is so... Okay, how do I put this? I was going to say, like, he sounds so normal, but it's like... I don't know if this is on the director or the voice actor. I do kind of like it, though. I do kind of like it. Where he kind of, like, enunciates his words very weirdly, like... Thank you, Genshin, for adding this new feature. Like, in this line, how he says Gnosis and the Tsaritsa, just...
I knew you to be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa.
I don't know, just the way he talks is, like, a little... He enunciates his words really weirdly. I kind of dig it, though.
Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, my desire to save Natlan remains unchanged. And now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis. We can implement it immediately if we reach an agreement.
Oh.
Someone's here.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
He just teleported. He said
Something's
bye-bye.
rapidly approaching. Oh no.
Something? Bad news, chump. It's your granny.
He low-key deserved that.
See, Lolly? When did you get here?
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. I must say, I'm very curious about what you're up to. How dare you go behind our backs like this, Auroron? Colluding with the Fatui? Really?
You have to understand.
Oh, here we go again. Cat got your tongue, huh? You really think you can avoid a scolding just by staying quiet?
I'm sorry. Cora says, wait, he wants to save Natlan? If you mean Capitano? Seemingly, yeah. You know, he's currently, right now, at this very moment, there's a lot of similarities between him and Arlecchino. And I remember there was this one stream, so it was some streams ago, I completely forgot which one it was, but I kept making the joke that like, oh, it's just like Natlan. So it's like, oh, here we have a Fatui that is probably from this region, I don't know, and wants to save this nation from destruction. Just like Natlan. I mean, just like Fontaine. I couldn't even make that. The joke failed. I'm sorry.
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Oh, and now you're talking back. Well, go on then. Explain yourself. What the heck are you up to?
I'm sorry, Granny. I feel so guilty.
Dude, shut up.
You! That's it! Where are my tools? I swear if I don't teach you a lesson right here and now, I'll...
Wait, Lolly! Please, calm down. We, still learned a lot of info, didn't we? Like the fact that the captain isn't trying to seize the Gnosis anymore.
No, slap him with the chancla.
So, maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
Yeah, this is no place to discipline a child, we say to the 20-something-year-old man.
Listen well, Auroron. You're only getting out of this now because of the Traveler's plea. This isn't over. You hear me? You're right, Traveler. Let's go. We can discuss this more back in the city. You two keep an eye on Auroron for me, okay?
Ah, so we're babysitters now? Our conversation with the captain was interrupted at the most crucial moment. But if Auroron's still here, maybe we can still learn the rest from him. What? He's smiling at us. Okay. Return to the stadium. Just, there it is. Wait. Oh, it's down here. Okay. No! Thought we were gonna die for a second.
In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Do you seriously not see what's at stake here? You've got a head on your shoulders, Auroron. Use it!
The voice line and the actual subtitles are, a wee bit different there.
Why did you help the captain? And I want the truth this time. No answer? Think you're being smart? Then let me ask a different question. What does the captain want? What is his purpose in Natlan? Really? You're just going to stonewall me?
It's the only thing he knows how to do. See, this dude. Auroron has 2 modes. Well, okay, 3 modes. He has, Wimpy Little Child, I'm 14 and this is deep, and I just shut down completely, which actually may fit in with Wimpy Little Child. Those are his 2 modes. Looks like Auroron has no intention of answering her.
Just use your brain for a second. What do you possibly stand to gain by helping the captain? Only endless trouble awaits you and everyone in the tribe. You've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're worried about something, just talk to me. Granny would much rather we had a conversation instead of constantly clashing like this.
Cora says he's a scared child, literally.
Why is he staring at us all of a sudden?
Oh, is he asking for help?
I'm sorry that you have to hear all this.
It's fine. It's a little awkward, but, like, you know, it's fine.
Indeed. It's like going to visit a friend at his house, only to suddenly hear your friend berating a naughty Saurian.
Well, that's an oddly specific analogy. Wait, did one of your friends really do that?
Yes. And every time my friend scolded his Saurians, they would look at me the same way you're looking at me now. Helpless and embarrassed.
Wait, but you're the one getting your head chewed off. Stop making this about
Indeed, you've got a point. Then please just hang in there for a little while longer. Granny should be done with her scolding session soon.
I love how he's like, she's gonna be done soon, you just kind of have to sit and wait. That's what I'm doing. I'm just sitting and waiting until she's eventually done.
Oh? You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me?
No.
You...
Sorry, Granny.
Sorry, Granny. Sorry, Granny. You know what? Fine. I'm perfectly aware that everything I say goes in one ear and out the other. You're all grown up now, so why would you listen to an old hag like me?
Earl, aren't you like I'm assuming she's only like a little older than Auron? Like she's obviously older, but not that older, you know?
You say all the right things, but then you go and completely ignore me! Well, if that's how you're going to treat me, you can stop sending Aoife over to my place to deliver your stupid vegetables! I don't need anything from you!
What's going on, guys? What is going on?
Who's Aoife? A delivery person?
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no good. You kids get to a certain age and suddenly act like you know it all. There's nothing I can say to get through to you.
Cora says, once more, the animation does not do the acting justice. No, seriously, like, dang.
Auroron, if you're still thinking about that so-called duty, then please, just forget about it. The ley lines did not fall to this state because of you. And we've long closed the book on that incident.
Excuse me, what?
Seems they've started talking about some kind of tribal history. I'm starting to get lost.
Yeah, we're like in the middle of like a personal conversation. We're just standing here. We're just like, hi.
That's not it, Granny.
Huh? There's something off about that voice.
I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time. All I can say is I'm sorry.
His voice. Auroron! Where have you gone?
Did he throw his voice?
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here in front of us?
Ah, crap, he's doing some creepy illusion stuff.
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can to save Natlan. So I've got to go.
Top 10 anime betrayal.
Get back here this instant! Auroron! What is this? Powder from plant spores? Is that the trick he used?
He really just said, bitch, bye.
What just happened? How was he able to suddenly get so far away like that?
It's a trick of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be manipulated to create an illusion. He pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Don't tell me that's how he's been hunting in the fields these days. Oh, couldn't he have picked up something more useful?
Dang.
Little brat. That's it. The next time we meet, I'm definitely going to break his legs.
Break him. Snap him in half.
Whoa, that's a little extreme. But still, why does he feel like he needs to run from us? If his goal is also to protect Natlan, then can't we work together?
He still doesn't want to tell us anything about his goals. Cora says, ah, shoot, he shadow cloned.
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier. But even if you'd been able to hear them out, there's no guarantee you would have gained anything substantial. Auroron probably did everything he could to get away because he knew I'd get the truth out of him sooner or later. Oh, that brat. I swear.
Can't lie. Can't lie his way out of anything. The captain probably has some sort of substantial plan. Otherwise, Auroron would have no reason to keep following him. Meeting again is out of the cards for now, so it might be faster to just approach the Pyro Archon and confirm what the captain said. And also, I can tell that Auroron's stubbornness has hurt Silali deeply. I need to find a way to comfort her. What was that about Auroron's duty earlier?
We've got quite a long walk back to the city. Let's take our time. It'll give me a moment to figure out how to explain all this.
Is it more Auroron lore? Oh, okay. Here. No pins. No pins. Just... Thank you. Up.
Do you two have some time? Feeling hungry? How about we get something to eat?
All right,
Ice
it's
cream?
been a while since we last ate. Now that we can relax, Paimon just realized how hungry she is.
Then let's go. We can find somewhere to sit down and talk. Food and drinks are on me.
Okay, we can cover our own bill. Paimon's got a secret food fund, so she can do the honors.
How did this become Paimon's bill?
I don't know, you never pay for food. Probably.
Sweet Lolly looks quite down on herself. All right. It's on Paimon this time.
Dang, okay.
What's one meal to the best guide in Teyvat?
Look at that, Paimon being generous.
So you can just sit back and enjoy, Sweet Lolly. Paimon will take care of it.
Hey, come on now. You won't even let me take you out for some food and drinks? I just wanted to treat you to a meal.
When two people want to out-nice each other.
Are you sure? We can save you some Mora.
Mora is the least of my concerns. Besides, we're definitely due a meal after all the time we've spent together. Let me get this one. I might be an old hag, but I like to think I'm not completely useless.
Cora said she'd have to pay at some point. True.
Sure, that's fine with us. But Paimon doesn't want you to be sad, Sweet Lolly.
Don't worry. I'm sure a juicy grilled steak will work wonders.
Time to go to the inn. Just, run into the hotel. Can I run? Thank you. Even better? I do not regret getting Kinichi at all. He's so fun. So unbelievably fun. Woo! Come on, you can do it. Black screen. The three of you walk into a tavern and find a quiet spot to sit. You and Paimon order some food and fruit juice while Sitlali begins chugging down bottle after bottle of wine. Darn. So sad. Dang. You know, Genshin didn't have the budget to animate this or draw it, probably. So we just get black screen with text.
Huh?
You good there?
What are you looking at?
In the distance, like nothing. It's just like the 1,000-yard stare.
Do you see two people standing by the door? They look like spitting images of each other. Are they twins?
But, dang.
But Paimon only sees one person there.
She's like, one person? You sure?
Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind isn't as sharp as it used to be. Give me another bottle, boss!
Whoa, what is this? Genshin, like, animating stuff in their cutscenes? Like actual animation? Like pose to pose? Hello?
Do you think she's drunk?
Paimon, you're so stupid. You're so stupid. I'd be surprised if she wasn't.
There you go, miss. Oh my, it's not every day you get to see Granny Itzley here with some friends. Not to mention ones who've made a huge name for themselves recently.
Yeah, I have a reputation.
Oh, so you've heard of us?
Of course I have. Aren't you the ones who saved Kachina and brought her back? No wonder you hit it off with Granny Sitlali. She wouldn't spend time with just anybody, you know. I don't even remember the last time I saw her with a new friend.
Aw, we getting a backstory about how lonely she is?
Wait, so you call her Granny too?
Yeah, everyone does.
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny.
What?
She's one of the most famous people at the Masters of the Nightwind. Most days, hardly anyone even dares talk to her.
So, okay, I'm like thinking here, and I'm like, okay, so do they call her Granny because she mostly hangs out with the elders of the tribe, and so she's like considered one? Or alternatively, is Granny more like a title for respect, so to say? You know how like in some countries, like people refer to people older than them like uncle. It's like, well, that's not your actual uncle, but you refer to them as that for respect. Am I looking too deep into this? Probably. Look, I'm trying to make it make sense, okay? Okay? Chorus says, all the money they make from the banner revenue, and they still can't animate characters eating and drinking, shaking my head. Literally.
Huh? Gossiping about me right in front of my face now, are you, Chonka?
Dude, no, they're like moving. What? No, this is weird. Am I playing the same game?
Oh, please, Granny, I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy to see you bring over some new friends. After all, any friends of our regulars are sure to be great customers too.
All right, that's enough. Go on now. I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you as well.
No, this is actually
There's no
weird,
need
guys.
to keep staring at me. I promise I'll keep my alcohol down until I leave.
Well then, you have my thanks.
After Chenka leaves, Sitlali downs a few more glasses and begins to stare blankly into space from her chair. I'm telling you, 1,000-yard stare. You start wondering whether she's actually drunk or working through a complex problem in her head. Both. Her being drunk makes her solve complex problems. I don't know. It's theme face! It's the face! It's the face that Twitter absolutely, like, hated. Like, Twitter saw this, like, funny little face, and Twitter was like, this is the ugliest character in Genshin Impact. And it's like, dudes, chill. Chill.
Seat Lowy? Seat Lowy?
Who's that? You got some gall calling me by my first name. Let me guess. You want to test your skills against Granny Eatsley, don't ya?
At this point, we're just gonna wait until she passes out and then, like, drag her back home.
Are you still with us, Seat Lowy? You're kinda talking to no one.
You chumps come around here, picking fights with me? Well, you know what happens next. You lose, and then run off home to tell everyone about how I'm this big scary bully. It's always the same story. You brats start it, I finish it, and then I end up with the reputation of being some kind of terrible monster among the shamans.
Hey, you seem to be having some issues you want to, some personal problems in your life. Are you okay? You okay? Do you need a visit? Might you want to visit the Dendro Archon? I've heard she's really good at dealing with personal problems like this. Chorus says, wow, Twitter can't handle anime expressions in 3D. Literal, dude, it was a mess. It was so bad. Like, the thing that threw me off about her design the most, aside from, you know, like, the obvious, like, skin color thing, but aside from that, the thing that threw me off the most was the color of her eyelashes, because they're, like, a lighter color. And I thought that was kind of like a weird choice, but that was it. That was literally it. And here is Twitter being like, oh my god, she's so ugly. And I'm like, y'all, she's making a silly face. What?
I mean, come on! Monster? Me? Really? What did I do to deserve that?
Granny Seat Lolly, you're not a monster at all.
Exactly! And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Between meditation, advising the chief, and speaking with the Wyab,
Yeah.
I actually have a pretty packed schedule, you know.
Yeah, okay, you're making an okay sign in front of me, and you're kind of animated. You're freaking me out here.
Oh yeah. And I have to mentor all the new kids. Hey, new kid. Yeah, you.
What's going on? Who, me? Guess I'm the new kid.
Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? You see? I know my stuff. I'm a good teacher. You tell him.
Absolutely. Thank you for all your teachings, ma'am.
That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect. Yeah, Granny's a hard worker, all right. You can always rely on old Granny.
So when's she passing? Okay, I guess she's passing out now. Oh, cool. You also sleep like a cartoon character. Even better.
Did she just fall asleep with her eyes open? Oh, jeez.
I'm sorry. It's... Yeah. Yeah. You know, one of my younger cousins one time fell asleep with her eyes open. And, like, a little me was so freaked out by that. Like, I deadass thought something was wrong with her.
Behind this pitch-black curtain, the chapter of hatred reveals itself. Behind the smoke. The lingering smoke.
Guys? I think she's breaking right now.
She's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks. Her mind's actually racing at this point. It's quite the opposite of sleep.
Yeah, sure, okay. You sure this ain't like a fever dream or something?
Is this another specialty of the Masters of the Nightwind?
No, I'd say it's an ability that's unique to Sitlali herself. While she can easily pick up everyone else's skills and tricks, few have been able to master hers.
Warning, warning. Red, the color of danger, has now arisen within that pair of eyes. Huh?
Oh, you're awake now. Are you awake? You're scaring me.
Traveler? Paimon? Hi.
What's wrong?
I'm gonna hurl.
Hang on, just keep it in.
Phew. Okay, it's passed. That was a close one.
Do you need to go home? I think you need to go home. Cora says, I think I've heard about that, sleeping with eyes open. Don't remember the specifics, though. Yeah, I don't know if it's just, like, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything, like, legit scientific with that, but, like, ugh, it's creepy, it's creepy.
You had Paimon worried. Paimon really thought you were about to barf all over the table just now.
Honestly, I did too. I was like, okay, You know, Natland is giving us a lot of things, and one of them, I was going to say, and one of them is a drunk character vomiting all over a dinner table.
Ugh, how embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. That's never happened before, I swear. I've never thrown up, not once.
We didn't ask about before. She's breaking. She's gone.
Are you
Hey, you wanna
feeling
go
okay?
home?
Wanna take a quick walk and get some fresh air?
Look, I know that your son basically betrayed you, okay? Get it. Your grandson betrayed you, he said bitch bye, and that hurt you a lot. I understand. But girl, I mean, at least stay alive, like, jeez. We're guests here, like...
There's so much that I want to say, but I can't.
Why not? Of course you can. Just say whatever's on your mind.
Please, Paimon, it's not as simple as you think.
I don't know, I think she said
We've
a lot.
only known each other for a few days, right? What would you think of me if I were to start dumping all of my complaints on you after we've only just met?
Yeah. Yeah, that would be crazy. Like, so weird, right? Especially while you were, like, almost passed out drunk, about to throw up.
Oh, Paimon gets it. You're hoping that we wouldn't think less of you no matter what you're about to say.
No, that wasn't my point at all! Seriously, don't you youngsters know anything about shame? I'm talking about shame! I've lived all these years and still can't get rid of it! Surely, you know the feeling too?
Paimon doesn't feel shame. She doesn't know how that feels like. She can't experience shame.
Actually, about that.
Huh? Should we just tell her?
Huh? Tell me what?
What?
Yeah, this is as good a time as any.
Uh-huh. Alright, Sitlali. Listen carefully and try not to get too upset. Oh! Is it about the meeting with Capitano? Wait, no, she saw that. Hold up. I don't know what's going on. You describe the events that took place during Auroron's rescue as objectively, fairly, and impartially as possible. Oh, and we met him in the, like, Night Kingdom. See, Lolly shared some of her senses with you through a spell, allowing you to temporarily hear her thoughts. Oh, you mean that? Or both. It's probably both.
So, you heard my...
It's okay, Sweet Lolly. You had every right to complain about those things.
I can't take it anymore! Why do these things happen to me? Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble in my own head? That's too much! It's just like when you're rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to lock the door, and someone bursts in to deliver cabbages and sees the whole thing!
That was oddly specific.
So that, happens to you a lot.
It happens to people in general, okay?
Uh-huh.
Doesn't matter if you're 200 years old or 1,000 years old. Everyone rolls around in their pajamas sometimes. I was just picking something generic.
These two characters are so... You know, Genshin really went... How do we make a character just batshit crazy? Or, okay, not crazy, but like... How do we show a character, two characters, but mostly one, that's just absolute cuckoo bananas? Like, nice person, cool at her shit, but other than that, just like, gone. Just like completely out of it. Are you okay? You look dejected.
Take a walk with me. I have things to share with you.
Okay.
Looks like she's completely given up. Like those criminals who just confess everything and accept their fate.
We should follow her. Yeah, just to make sure she doesn't do anything stupid. Or, you know, maybe she doesn't, like, I don't know, fall off a cliff and die. Or, like, punch a Saurian by accident and then it attacks and then die. Or bump into some guy who gets mad at her and die. And... well, that was... Chorus says, I thought they were going to talk about the time they first met via fishing. That's pretty embarrassing. Oh, about like us fishing Paimon. That would have been really funny. Nah, we instead just decided to like absolutely humiliate her after she went on like a whole drunken ramble about how much she hates her life and blah blah blah. Bro, what was that scene? Also, I've literally been thinking this entire time. So we got Sitlali hiccuping drunk before you did. Anyway, let's go. It is pretty funny though that we have a character who's like canonically like an alcoholic. Like that's like a big part of his personality. And we've like we have ever spoken to Venti like while he was okay. He was drunk in that one scene in Jean's story quest. But honestly, it's such an innocuous scene that like I'm pretty sure like everybody forgot about it, honestly. Not this one. They're like, no, we're gonna have a character drunk and we're gonna have them like just completely break down in front of us.
Well, great view, right? I love coming here by myself.
Wow, it's beautiful!
Thank you for bringing us here. Hey, do you feel better?
You're making me want to cry.
Oh no, what do we do? Please don't cry!
I was an expression, okay? A figure of speech. I'm just... embarrassed. Here you are thanking me. Even after you helped me all this time.
I'm not gonna lie though, like, if all of this happened to me, like if I was in Sitlali's shoes, dude, I would leave. I would leave that place and never talk to the Traveler ever again. Because we're not friends, right? I mean, I guess we are becoming friends now, but like, we only met Traveler for like, well, not we, but like, Sitlali only met Traveler for like a day, kinda. No, if I were her, I would just be like, pleasure doing business with you, and then just like try to avoid them as much as humanly possible. Like, I go back to bed at night and I just want to curl, I just want to shrivel up into a little ball and die. Like, I don't, for that night, I'm like, I don't want to, do not perceive me. That's me like the entire night. Korit says, with the subject of Venti, maybe he can hold his liquor better, lol. Yeah, that's yeah. I mean, you know, when you live for a very long time, and you have probably a liver made out of steel, and you drink heavily on the daily, yeah. I will still, however, there's this like, I think it was in the Chenyu Vale, it was somewhere in Chenyu Vale, there was this one NPC who talked about like a drinking competition, and he talked about this poet, which a lot of people think is Venti, and how he just like downed like all of the bowls with liquor, and then like grabbed a piece of paper and like ferociously started writing, and it was just this like dumb thing about like apples. Anyway, story.
Let's just have a casual conversation. It's easiest that way.
Really? You don't seem like the kind of person who keeps things casual.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I guess I used to be more of a stickler for the rules. And you're right, I don't usually open up to the people of my tribe like this.
See, I'm only being vulnerable with you guys right now because, like, well, I don't think anything was going to top that entire scene.
I'm just an eccentric old hag to them. That story's been passed down so long. It might as well be true.
You're just a regular person.
The kids of my tribe would have a heart attack if they heard you say that. Granny Eatsley is a powerful figure. Be careful around her. That's what they'd say.
Well, you are powerful. Are they afraid of you?
Some are. Others are mad I always come out on top. A few decades like that, and people stop knowing how to deal with you. What about you? Are you scared of...
We don't find you scary at all.
Whoops. I did not mean to do that. Sorry. I mean, what I was going to say was... I was gonna make a joke where I was gonna say, like, girl, like, if you were scary to me, I would have been dead, like, a long time ago.
That's because you're not from my tribe. You don't know how many delusions of grandeur I've destroyed just by existing. I make people realize that no matter how hard they work, they'll never become a living legend like me. Oh, not to brag or anything. Maybe it's hard to believe. Just pretend I never said anything.
Like, I love how both of us are just like, uh-huh. It's like, oh, don't get me wrong. You're powerful. Yes, with your magic and stuff, with your abilities. But, you know, met some other people along my journey.
We believe you. Shilonen has full faith in your abilities, and Auroran didn't seem scared of you. He thinks of you as his granny, right?
Or they do totally believe her. Okay, yeah.
Yes, but Auroran's a special case. Mawika already told you about her plan. And you've given so much help to Auroran and me. You deserve to learn the full truth. Auroran's not like other people. As I mentioned, he was abandoned as a child.
Auroran's not like other people? Oh, you don't say?
The reason being, his soul is incomplete.
Wait, what?
The Masters of the Nightwind view this as a bad omen, capable of bringing about illness and misfortune.
What does that mean?
No one knows who his parents were. He was just left on a rock in the wilderness. It's a miracle he wasn't devoured by some wild beast.
I love that he was, like, literally just dropped off in the woods, like, dang.
The Masters of the Nightwind believe they can see human souls. And in Auroran's incomplete soul, they saw a possibility for Natlan.
Wait, no, okay. A very dark thought just came into my mind. And I hope it's not what I'm thinking.
A possibility to turn Auroran into a vessel for lost souls. The ceremony would allow lost souls to gather within him. Auroran would then be sent to the Night Kingdom to return the souls to their rightful place, strengthening the ley lines and completing the ceremony.
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Sending a living person to the Night Kingdom, wouldn't that just kill him? So it is what I was thinking. It was exactly what I was thinking. Oh, Cora says, I've seen this type of character story before. I don't remember where, but I know it. I'm assuming you're talking about Sitlali from when you, wrote the comment. Honestly, either character works. Yeah. You know what? Okay, this is like the second time that I had like kind of a dark thought and I was like, I don't know if they'd go that far. And then Genshin's like, yeah, we're going that far. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Now you see the problem.
Yeah.
When damage occurs to the Night Kingdom, the souls held within disperse and remain adrift, unable to find a way back to the ley lines. This loss of souls damages the Night Kingdom even further. The ceremony can send back countless souls at once, which would benefit the Night Kingdom and the souls themselves. Of course, the vessel, Auroron, would be sacrificed in the process. I wasn't surprised the chief at the time came up with the plan. The ley lines were already in a terrible state. A suitable candidate for the ceremony appears, and now you have the chance to make things better. Of course you're going to take it. When the chief asked for my opinion, I didn't give my approval, but I didn't object either.
Oof.
So they went ahead with the ceremony. It failed, and Auroron escaped with his life. Pathetic, isn't it? By not objecting, I basically gave them the go-ahead. Maybe they didn't have my explicit approval, but it's not like I did the right thing. If the ceremony was successful, Auroron would probably be dead. Of course, in my tribe, death is rarely something to fear. But what kind of message would we be sending by sentencing a newborn to death? By using a human life as a tool?
Oh shoot, he was a baby? At this time or at least like really young? Oh shoot, I actually, okay, like while she was telling the story, I thought they like, raised him to adulthood and like tried the ceremony and like that's why he lives outside of the tribe or something. Dang! Okay, no, but that's actually really sad. Also, okay, I was going to say that when Sitlali says, like, in my tribe, death is rarely something to fear, I was going to say that seems to be the case for most of the tribes in Natlan. And I find it very interesting that Sitlali is then like, okay, she's specifically talking about, sacrificing a baby, but, there's, like, this, like, extended thing of, like, death is nothing to fear, and, like, because of that, we allow ourselves to, like, sacrifice a newborn, or, as I kept joking about in the previous stream, sending literal children to war. Cora says, so does she take care of him out of guilt? Probably.
It's not right. So,
Most likely, actually,
when
yeah.
I learned the ceremony had failed, I was ashamed by my inaction, and absolutely relieved by the result. The plan was never a secret. Or, I guess I should say, there was no point to keeping it a secret. A simple investigation from Auroron would reveal everything.
Oof. That's sad.
Everyone thought he would be happy he survived. And he never really said anything to the contrary. But just as I was about to put all of it behind me, he asks this question. Would Natlan have been saved if the ceremony succeeded?
That's evil. That is actually evil, Genshin. You don't say that shit to me. Oh, that's evil. That's sad. Holy shit, dude. That's messed up. That's messed up. Oh god, okay. Shit. Okay, congratulations, Natlan. You made me tear up for the first time. With freaking Auroron of all characters. Oh my god. I'm sorry, oh my god, Jesus Christ. Oh man, Cora says, no, that's depressing. Oh my goodness, that's sad. That's like actually evil. Oh yo, what is this? You're bringing Fontaine writing back into Natlan. Well, I guess you've always been doing that.
Wait, but it's not his fault.
He knows that, but he still feels guilty. Auroron has a strong ability to perceive souls. More than any of us. He understands just how dire the situation with ley lines has become. Maybe he chose to work with the Fatui because he still thinks he owes a debt to Natlan. I can only imagine what they told him.
Traveler, didn't the captain say he found a way to solve the crisis? Maybe that's what brought Auroron into this.
Oh.
Anyway, we can't just let things go on like this. We have to convince him to come back!
Yeah, that should be our next step.
You don't look so good, Sweet Lolly. Maybe you should head back and get some sleep.
Yeah, no, you're like just about, like, I bet you she's like just about to pass out, like for real this time.
Probably drank too much. It's okay. The fresh air is doing me good. Okay. Forget that. I need to go home. I hit it a little too hard.
Don't worry, we don't have to do any of this alone.
You've helped me so much already. How do I even begin to thank you?
Hey, we're friends, aren't we? Besides, you already said you owe us a favor, so you don't need to worry about us.
Good point. Well, I'll go home and get some sleep. We can figure out our next move in the morning. Friends. I like the sound of that.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute.
Auroron's probably back with the captain, don't you think?
Yeah, we should tell the Pyro. Yeah, I read that right, sorry. Yeah, we should tell the Pyro Archon what we learned.
You mean about the backup plan? Do you really believe what the captain told us?
She needs to know regardless. We should just be upfront with her.
Yeah, you're right. We should just go to her directly. But she's probably asleep. We can find her first thing in the morning. For now, let's... go to bed.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, like... I'm starting to understand... Okay, so... Little fun fact. So while the Western fandom, Genshin fandom, is acting like Auroron personally offended them and kicked their dog. Okay, I'm exaggerating. I'm exaggerating a little bit. While Western Twitter likes to pretend that Auroron, like, personally killed their dog, and others just kind of find his design a little dumb, i.e. me, the Eastern side of the community, as in like the Chinese and Japanese fan base, like they love him. They absolutely love him. And I knew like one of the reasons was because of his like backstory. And I was like, okay, like orphan, left on the street, alright, raised by this tribe. It's kind of like a depressed emo boy. And I was like, yeah, no, he's definitely like very appealing if you like that kind of character. But I didn't like fully get it. Anyway, so I teared up. I probably teared up. And now I'm sitting here like, no, stop that. And now I'm sitting here like, damn, okay. I'm starting to get it now. That was depressing. What the hell? What the hell, Genshin?
Give up. Hesitating will do you no good.
That was messed up and evil. No, but I'm loving it. Honestly. Like, that was some Fontaine type stuff. Give me more. Give me more characters with just like messed up backstories for me to cry at.
Why is it so noisy outside? Pirates still have to sleep. Well, guess we should see what's going on.
So what's gonna happen once we open the door? I'm scared. Okay, everything seems normal. Alright. Oh wait, no, this is a room. Whoops. I still don't know how to navigate around this place. This is where the Saurians are kept. It's out here, right? Yeah, okay. Come on, loading screen, you can do it. I know you can.
You're already here. I was just about to come get you.
So what's happening? Like, I'm sorry, but my storytelling knowledge, literally, like, we wake up, Paimon complains about noise, and our instructions are to leave the inn, and I'm like, alright, what big stuff's going on? What's happening?
Wow, you're up early. That's impressive, especially after all the drinking last night.
Let's not bring up last night. I'm embarrassed about the whole thing.
Let's just pretend we don't talk about last night. Last night didn't happen.
Anyway, I was also woken up by the commotion. Looks like all the warriors from the stadium are on the move. I heard many areas have been attacked by the Abyss, including the Masters of the Nightwind. I need to head back right away.
The Abyss attacked again? Are you sure you can handle it on your own? Do you need our help?
I'll be fine. We also have the support of the warriors stationed at the various outposts. Given the quick response, things shouldn't get too serious. The stadium could always use more manpower, so you should join the forces here.
What about Auroron?
I'm done making excuses for him. He's not a child anymore. He needs to take responsibility for his actions. I was the one who vouched for him, so I need to report back to the Speaker's chamber. I'll accept however they choose to handle the situation.
Dang.
But I should be able to convince them to let me go back to my tribe first to deal with the attack. As for the ancient name, once we handle this crisis, I'll talk to Shilonen right away. Don't worry. I never forget a promise to a friend.
I'm not gonna lie, I literally forgot about the whole forging our own ancient name. I literally forgot about that.
Thank you. Alright, I need to start heading back.
She left in a hurry. The situation must be really serious. Oh, looks like a lot of people are heading to the stadium. Let's see what's going on.
So what's going on at this stadium? Alright, so Abyss is attacking once again. Hey, game, can you stop lagging, please? Okay.
Traveler, over here! Perfect. Our star Outlander has appeared.
Oh, you're all here! But, what's with the whole Star Outlander thing?
Is that gonna be the meaning of our ancient name?
Just my way of saying how awesome you are.
Or that.
We've got a real emergency on our hands, so this is the perfect time for you to show off your skills.
So what's up?
Alright, but can we get a quick rundown of the situation first?
The Abyss suddenly attacked the Collective of Plenty, the Masters of the Nightwind, the Children of Echoes, and a number of our camps and outposts in the wild.
All at once?
Yes, and the attacks are increasing in frequency.
The tribes have plenty of defenses, so they're safe for now, but I can't say the same for the adventurers and merchants stuck in the wild.
I swear, every time I hear her voice, I'm like, you're Catherine. You have to be Catherine.
Chaska and I have been searching for survivors and treating the wounded. We just got back, but we need to head out again soon.
I plan on heading back to the Collective of Plenty, just in case my tribe needs me.
What about you, Mualani? Where are you gonna go?
I'll go help the Children of Echoes. They're the closest, so I can start fighting right away. What about you guys? We could go together.
First, I need to talk to the Pyro Archon. I learned a few things from the captain.
Yeah, that does sound important. No worries. Just leave the Children of Echoes to us. Who knows? Maybe yours truly will have the Abyss on the run by the time you're finished. That would be pretty great, actually. I hope my tribe gets through okay. It'll be fine. Your tribe doesn't do all that bodybuilding for nothing.
That's true.
Let's part ways here for now. And most importantly, be careful, everyone.
Oh, and some of us need to avoid getting contaminated by dangerous-looking substances.
Yeah.
That will make my job a lot easier.
Koichi, do we really have to do this now?
Yes, yes we do.
It's alright. She's just looking out for everyone.
Man. Mualani looks so bleached compared to these two. Man, that's sad. Like here we have these two, and then Mualani, who's also supposed to be tan, just looks completely, she just looks so bleached.
Alright, let's hurry up and talk to the Pyro Archon so we can help the others.
Alright, let's talk to her. Hello.
Oh, it's you two. As you can see, things are not looking good right now.
Yeah.
People across Natlin are in danger.
Yeah, a lot of stuff's been going on.
Look, I'm very interested in your recent adventures, but this is not a good time. So we'll have to keep our conversation short.
That's alright, we're also in a hurry. We're gonna go help the Children of Echoes after this.
We met the captain.
What?
We did. And he told us some stuff, and you need to answer. You tell Mavuika about your brief meeting with the captain in Auroron.
So he thinks my plan is too risky. He thinks I'm being stubborn.
Oh my god, oh no. Cora says she does look very washed out. Definitely doesn't complement her outfit's color scheme. No, literally, literally. You know, there's this, like, okay, it's not a theory, but more like a thought floating around that, when Hoyo originally designed the characters, specifically Kachina and Mualani, they were originally meant to be, like, they were originally going to look, you know, more tan. And then, like, the upper executives or whatever were like, lighten them a little. And honestly, I believe that. I actually fully believe that. Because, like, the thing that I feel like people need to remember is that the artists at Hoyoverse are artists. And, like, literally, if you just darken their skin just slightly, their colors, I already love their designs, okay? I love Mualani and Kachina's designs. I think they're so cute. But if you darken their skin just the slightest bit, they look 1,000 times better. Like, they look so much better. So I do believe in that theory. Anyway. Well, is it true? Can the Gnosis do what he said?
I shouldn't underestimate the Fatui's ability to gather intelligence. The Gnosis does have that function, but there's more to the story. I will answer you honestly, but you must help me keep this a secret.
Is this the secret? Oh my god, is this the secret that she tells us that, like, Dainsleif hints at in the Travail trailer?
I can use the power of the Gnosis to save Natlan, but it comes at a heavy price.
Or does she die? Okay, like, what I'm referring to is that Genshin's, like, to my knowledge, very first trailer, when Dainsleif talks about Natlan, he says, like, the rules of war are woven in the womb. The victors shall burn bright, while the losers shall turn to ash. When she shares this secret with the Traveler, it's because she has her reasons. Something like that.
The Gnosis would drain all the souls and memories from the Night Kingdom and weave them into a giant net, which would surround the ley lines and protect them against abyssal corrosion.
Wait, you can use souls to weave a net? But does that mean...
Yes. It means sacrificing those souls in the process.
Okay.
Souls are just another form of life. The cruelty of this method is self-evident. The Night Kingdom not only houses the souls of the dead, but also our memories and legends. Using the Gnosis means converting all three into material for the net, erasing our history and culture.
So what I'm seeing here is there is an easy, well, okay, maybe not easy, but there is a simpler way to save Natlan. But, like, okay, what I'm sensing here is like like Capitano is like, we can save, like, you know, like saving Natlan by any means necessary. Meanwhile, seemingly at least, Malvika is more like, no, it's not by any means necessary. There are other methods. I'm like sensing that kind of vibe.
Even then, the net can still become corroded. If we cannot find a way to repair the damaged ley lines before that happens, then all those sacrifices are for nothing.
I just had a thought. No, okay, I'm gonna save that thought for later. I'm gonna save that for later. I also had another, what was the other thing I was gonna say? Oh, about how when we were saving Kachina from the Night Kingdom, although it wasn't souls, obviously, Malvika still did something, well, yeah. I was going to say she still did something similar by burning all of the items she had for the sake of saving Kachina. And, like, I don't know if they're, I don't know. I don't know. I just kind of noticed that like Malvika is like, I don't want to like take such a huge risk, and it's like, well, obviously not on the same level, but you did kind of do a mini version of that.
Given the enormity of the price, it's a solution I refuse to consider right now. I want us to win, but I also care about how we win, and what that means for us in the end. Now it's true, both plans come at a risk, but after weighing our options, this is our best bet.
I'm surprised the notion what? Huh? Can I read? I'm surprised the Gnosis has this function. It doesn't sound like something an Archon would do.
Natlan is unique among the nations of Teyvat. Given the ever-looming threat of the Abyss, the Pyro-Archons had to account for the worst-case scenario. Having a contingency plan is our duty. Not just to the people of Natlan, but to all who live on this continent.
It's like Natlan is the nation that sacrifices the most for the sake of the rest of the world. Which is kind of depressing when you realize that the rest of the world, at least in my perception, this may just be this is kind of my own headcanon, but it almost seems like the rest of the world straight up forgets Natlan exists. It's fairly, like they know it's there, right? Like they know the nation is there. They know of it. A lot of NPCs has visited it. But like Natlan is never, like, seemingly to me, in my perception, it's never been a nation that's really been on the minds of everyone else. And Natlan itself is fairly isolated. Like they make a point that the people do not leave. Not because they're forced to, but some other reason. And I just find just like a sad irony that like they sacrifice so much and like rarely, like, I don't know, get rewarded for it in a sense.
Still, this has always been a well-kept secret. I'm very curious how the captain learned this information.
Oh, one more thing? The captain said he found another way to solve the problem. Could be equally as extreme, though.
Yeah.
Without the Gnosis, he should have no other option. But I see no reason for him to lie. Seems like our only path forward is to track him down, so he can answer that question for us.
Pyro Archon just shared an important secret with us, and she seems sincere. Figuring out the captain's supposed new way of saving Natlan is the key.
Judging by your expression, you must have doubted me, even if just for a second.
Maybe a little.
Not even a little! We would never— Wait,
What up,
are you
Paimon?
talking about, Traveler?
Just as expected. I appreciate your sincerity. Maybe it was out of caution, anxiety, or simple curiosity, but know this. No matter what, our goal remains the same. We both want to save the people of this land. So now that you have your answer, do you still doubt me?
Not at all.
You scared, Paimon. You've really got a lot of guts, Traveler.
That's a good thing. Oh, and feel free to call me Mawika. It's what all my friends call me, and I like it that way.
You have a V. You have a V in your name. Pronounce the V.
As for the captain, the intelligence officers we assigned to the Fatui should be back soon. We'll get our answer then.
That's great! Sounds like we just have to wait a little longer.
Are the current attacks the beginning of the real disaster?
Not just yet. Even though the Abyss is attacking several locations at once, I'm confident the warriors stationed in those areas can handle it. Don't worry. I just need to finish coordinating our available manpower, then I'll take a small team to handle the difficult locations.
Wait, you're going to fight in person? Didn't you give up your power?
That's true. I'm far less powerful than a god in my current state. But don't forget, I was an experienced and powerful warrior before I ever became the Pyro Archon.
True that.
No matter how you look at it, my duty is on the front lines.
I'm sure you're an inspiration to all of your warriors. I love the second one is, sure you're not stretching yourself too thin? I'll go
Oh,
with that
now
one.
you doubt my strength. That hurts, Traveler. If we had time to spar, you might think otherwise. Anyway, even if we respond to these threats in time, it's not a permanent solution in the long run. I've considered moving my people to other nations, but given their close connection to the Night Kingdom, a forced evacuation would have devastating consequences.
Oh, wait. Oh, are they going to explain, finally, why people of Natlan don't leave? Okay.
I've told the chiefs of each tribe to strengthen their defenses and advise people against leaving their settlements. Now, I just need to find the right time to disclose the true nature of the crisis to the people of Natlan.
Yeah, but there's also the problem of like, okay, you move your people to another nation, and it's like, well, she like mentioned it earlier, you know, if the Abyss attacks Natlan, it's not going to take that long for them to start attacking the other nations.
Paimon's a little worried about how people will react.
I think a lot of people will join the fight.
Yes, but that won't be the only response. In any case, that's for me to worry about. I'll let you know when we have more information on the captain.
All right, we should head out. Maybe we can join up with Milani. She can't be too far ahead.
Yeah, let's go. Stay safe, Mawiko.
No need to worry about me.
Well, time to go to the Children of Echoes and fight! Cora says they're just not acknowledged, with the subject I was talking about, how Natlan does so much for the rest of Teyvat in a sense, and Teyvat doesn't, like, ever acknowledge them. Yeah, not acknowledge, yeah. It's not that they're not forgotten, like, you know, like, people know Natlan's there, like, you know, there's NPCs that have, like, visited and stuff, but, yeah, not acknowledged, yeah. Just not in the mind of everyone else.
Quick, over here, to safety!
Oh my god, it's best NPC. It's my man. It's my man with the weirdly normal
Kachina,
voice.
how many people do you have left?
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting that Kachina's mute. Now that they've made it out. They've all made it out. Okay. It's the Traveler and Paimon! They're here!
What's the situation?
There's a trapped caravan that needs our help. We need to rescue them as soon as possible.
We'll go together.
I'm coming too. Where? Okay, yeah. Trying to get there. Wait, what am I doing?
You really are a one-trick pony, you know.
Yeah, I want to let go. Game, can you not lag, please? No, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to grip immediately onto the wall. What? No. Bad Spider-Man. Bad Spider-Man.
Stay safe. We've got this.
Okay. How do I use her? Okay, okay. What kind of, okay, sword user? Okay, is it like, no, is it like, okay, okay. What does this do?
The mountain's veins boil!
I'm trying to understand how she works. I don't know, they just kind of dumped me on her. Dumped her on me. Okay, 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 okay. Oh, look at that. Hold on, you here. Perfect. Ah.
Right here.
This is really cute. Using the Nylon characters to fight, it's so cute. Genshin should have done this earlier. They should have done this so much earlier. It's so cute.
Bring it! Letting
But I don't even know what half of these characters do, really. Shoot, she's almost dead. Okay.
Be gone.
See you later. Because I still have her at.
All right.
Switch to Gina. Thank you. Lag? Lag? I defeated them. They're dead now, so I guess it worked.
I really thought I was done for. I can't thank you enough.
Don't worry about it. We're just glad you're okay. Let's see. Your goods look fine too. Guess the Abyss isn't after Mora.
That should be the last abyssal pylon near the Children of Echoes.
Oh. I keep forgetting every time. Phew, that was scary, but we did it.
By the way, where's Seat Lolly? I thought she would come with you.
She's probably busy with a hangover right now.
The Masters of the Nightwind also got attacked, so she
That
went
too.
back to help her tribe. She said we can deal with the ancient name later.
Yeah, that makes sense. The attacks are more urgent. All right, this isn't a good place to talk. Let's head back to the tribe.
Well, time to head back. It's like over here. Ah, I don't have enough logistics. Fine, we're walking. Okay, like what? There we go. Oh, okay.
Looks like a few people were hurt after all. Oh, I should have got here sooner.
The Abyss threw a lot at us at once. I rushed out as soon as I heard the alarm, and there were already so many monsters. Before long, Kachina brought over a whole group of warriors, and just like that, we destroyed several pylons as a team.
Oh. I wasn't in charge or anything. We just happened to be together. Still, I think this proves that camping in the wild was a great idea. That's how we were able to respond so fast. Sleeping on the wet grass was pretty uncomfortable, but it was worth it. I don't mean to be negative, but the situation is not looking good.
You mean the situation in the Night Kingdom, right? Yeah, I feel the same way. We've managed to keep it a secret all this time, but more and more people are realizing something's wrong. It's impossible not to feel anxious when things are getting worse by the second, and all we can do is wait.
We still don't know when the final two heroes are going to appear.
That just means we need to buy the Pyro Archon more time. Keep pushing, everyone. Every battle is worth something.
You really are an eternal optimist, Mualani. You always find a way to cheer people up.
Why, thank you. I guess it's one of my better qualities.
I learned a few things you should know. Ooh, we share about. Oh, we talk about the captain to these guys.
So, specifics aside, the Pyro Archon confirmed the Gnosis can resolve the crisis.
Oh, we're like
but
telling.
it comes at a huge price.
We're like telling them about it. Okay.
And somehow the captain finds out about it, goes to fight the Pyro Archon, and calls her out for having a solution but refusing to use it. Honestly, if he has the same information as us, I can't really blame him.
I mean, that's fair, yeah. It's probably because our plan is so risky. We don't even know if the 6 heroes will reunite in time.
We talked to Moika before we left the stadium. According to her, the cost of the captain's plan is too high. And, well, it makes sense. If that was truly the better choice, she would have picked it.
Yeah, I trust the Pyro Archon. When I was upset about Kachina's disappearance, she was really sincere and patient with me. Plus, she burned down all those precious mementos for Kachina. She's already proven how much she values even a single person's life. When it comes to Natlan's survival, there's no way she would hold back.
I agree. Maybe the captain weighed the costs and came to his own conclusion, but I'm sure we have different priorities.
Like, I am getting the feeling that it's kind of like a ends justify the means situation. Like, it really, to me at least, it's really feeling that way. That, yeah, Capitano's like, save Natlan by any means necessary. Malika's like, whoa, dude, not that far.
Life is important, but so are history and memory.
I'm on Malika's side too.
As the Archon, she can't tell us everything, but it seemed like she wasn't holding anything back this time.
The next question is, if the captain found a new way to save Natlan, how come the Pyro Archon has never heard of it?
Yeah, and isn't he from Snezhnaya? Why would the Fatui want to save Natlan? See, that's very similar to Fontaine, where okay, technically the House of the Hearth seemingly is stationed in Fontaine, so I guess that could be a reason. But like, it was pretty clear that the main reason Arlecchino wanted to save Fontaine was because, well, quite simply, she grew up there. Like, Fontaine is her home. Like, it was more than just, like, I don't know, the House of the Hearth is there. Like, it's like Arlecchino has an emotional connection to the place. I'm just saying that it's probably the same case with Capitano. Probably. I don't know.
This is all super confusing.
We still don't have enough information. Once we figure out what the Fatui are doing, we'll have our answer.
Let's head back then. Moika said her intelligence officers should return soon. With how many Fatui there are, someone's bound to give something away.
Sounds good. I have a few theories of my own. With a bit more information, we just might get to the bottom of the whole thing.
Want to join our garrison, Wolani?
I was just about to ask. Count me in. If I was just a bit faster, we could have prevented a few people from getting hurt. People who could help us in the next battle. It's all a chain reaction.
Well, that's the nature of battles. Then you should go register right away. It shouldn't take long. Everyone's looking for people.
Register? Nah.
Yeah.
I'll just follow you around. You know, go where you go, do what you do.
Dang. But it's not official. Okay. But then you have to follow my orders.
You got it. I just don't want to make the trip back. It's so far.
All right.
We're so cute.
See you all later. Let's get together and celebrate once this is over.
Chino and Mualani are so adorable. I love them.
Oh, you betcha!
Alright, return to the speaker's chamber. All the way back, but first, I need to heal my Keech. Cora says Diana fights with roller skates and a sword. Cool. That is pretty cool. I saw a lot of people complain about how, because people will find anything to complain when it comes to like the Natlan characters. Like, look, okay, did Hoyo done goof with some of their designs? Yeah, I'd say they did, but like there are some people that are like, there's nothing about Gilonin's design that says that she's like a forger, a blacksmith, whatever. She just looks. Oh crap. Hold on for a second, guys. My apologies. Where was I? Oh yeah, like people like saying like her design is bad because she doesn't look like a blacksmith, and I'm sitting here like, okay.
Hal loves being antagonistic.
Shut up. Does Yenfei look like a lawyer? Like, does Yenfei look like a legal consultant? Does Sino look like the leader of what is basically Sumeru's police force? Like, these people, man. Cora says, complaining for the sake of complaining, literally. Like, look. If you don't like a design, if you don't like it, or if you think the company done goofed with it, that's fine. That's like whatever. But like, man, some people are like really trying to find like the most innocuous things to hate on the characters. Which is funny. I think I've mentioned this in the previous stream, but like...
Oh, Chatsuka and Koichi are here! Wait, are you okay, Koichi?
Like, I think I've mentioned this in the previous stream, but like, I honestly think that they like... Mwah! Jilin's design, I actually think is like... it's... I think they peaked there. I'm not going to lie. I actually really like Jilin's design. And so seeing people complain about it is so like interesting to me because I'm like, huh, out of all of the characters, I feel like Hoyo goofed up a little. Jilin is not one of them, I'm not gonna lie. Well, to me at least, to me.
I'm fine. No need to worry.
They ran into the Fatui while out on a mission and decided to follow them.
The Fatui?
The Fatui wounded Koichi?
Calm down and let me explain. Here's what happened.
Are we gonna get little stills? Oh, okay. It's like a flashback, I'm assuming. Come on. Okay, music. Okay.
Watch out. It's the Fatui.
Were they attacked by the Abyss? No, wait. It looks like they're protecting a group of travelers. Over there. Do you see?
You're right. That's a traveling group from Natlan. Could they be trading for something? Let's keep observing for now.
We're glad you're okay. Given the appearance of abyss monsters all over Natlan, you should cancel your journey and seek shelter at the stadium or one of the tribes.
Thank you so much. I wish there was something we could give you.
We don't expect anything in return. We were out on a mission and saw you being attacked. It was our decision to help. If you truly wish to repay the favor, you can keep this a secret. If anyone asks, just say you were saved by warriors from Natlan.
Oh, okay. We can do that.
But...
We're not asking you to cover up our activities. Keep you quiet. We would have employed a harsher method.
Alright, dude, we got it.
Got it. We'll get going now.
Did you hear that? They mentioned a captain. Isn't that who the Pyro Archon is looking for?
Exactly. We could be onto something big. Still, there was no trade. They were just helping people in need. I didn't sense an ulterior motive. I didn't believe the captain when he said he wanted to save Natlan. But based on what we just saw, it's possible he was telling the truth.
Maybe we've been wrong about the Fatui this whole time.
Or it's all an act.
It's too early to say. Let's follow them and see what's really going on.
Like I don't think it's an act. I mean, it's not presented as an act, but I mean, like if I were in their shoes, I would probably think it was an act. But whatever, plot needs to happen.
So this is where they were headed. Looks tricky. It's heavily guarded on all sides.
Koichi, wait for me here. I'll go in and check it out.
Oh, no you don't. How are you planning to get through all the guards?
Look, I can use this terrain to my advantage. With our tribe's special way of getting around, I doubt they'll see me coming.
We still can't see anything on the inside. What if you can't find cover? You won't have anyone to watch your back if you go in alone.
The more heavily guarded the location, the more valuable the secrets. Even if the captain isn't here, we can still figure out what the Fatui are planning. That intel is worth the risk.
Fine. You're not gonna listen to me anyway, so let me come with you.
That's even more risky. You've been running around saving people for days. You're already at your limit. I'm confident I can protect myself. I'm not sure you can say the same.
Wouldn't it be funny that like
right now.
Wouldn't it be funny that like at the end of their little argument, little talk here, the Fatui are like, whatever they're doing there is done. They've already left.
I can.
You really believe that?
Fine, don't believe me. But you can't honestly tell me infiltrating a heavily guarded Fatui hideout all on your own sounds more reasonable. You know, growing up, even if I insisted on doing something, it never gave you any trouble. I'm not sure you can say the same.
All right. If we start arguing, this will never end. We can't let this opportunity go to waste.
Guess that means I win. Don't worry, you're not the only capable young person from our tribe. I can handle this.
All right, same plan as usual. We split up, communicate with hand signals, make sure our blind spots are covered, and support each other once we strike. Got your ropes?
Yeah, let's go.
Yep, those are Fatui. Those are indeed Fatui.
The Fatui have eyes all over this place. I should wait for Koichi's signal.
That took a while for her to say that. And you?
Now.
Go. So at what point did Genshin just went, guys? I just had an idea for a flashback.
Not sure how many chances I'm gonna get.
Have y'all
I need
ever
to act.
Jump down? I don't know. This is like how fast I can click minigame?
Good. I made it without getting caught. I should get to that platform over there. But it's guarded by the Fatui.
Oh, yeah, what I was gonna say. There's somebody at Hoyo that was like, guys, I just had an idea for another way that we can show, like, flashbacks. Alright, hear me out. Have y'all ever watched Sims Machinimas? And I'll leave it at that.
Koichi should have line of sight. I'll wait for her signal.
Oh. Telescope. Yep, that is indeed a Fatui, yep.
That's it. Now's my chance.
Quickly approach the area underneath the platform. Okay, camera work. Some camera work going on.
It's It's no use staying in one place. I should keep moving. Looks like Chaska is helping me by keeping an eye on the Fatui movements. I'll wait for her signal. Time to move.
Oh?
Whew. That was close. Almost got caught.
You would have broken a leg or something.
Probably can't make it over in one go. I'll wait for my next chance. Now's my chance.
Camera work, okay. Okay, how'd you climb the tree like that?
I made it! That'll show my sister. Let's see. The Fatui's occupying all the best locations. If we could just get past them somehow. Wait, I've got it!
What is that? Toss out the mysterious sphere. Okay. Dude.
Huh? What's that noise? Did something explode? Oh, it stings!
Oh, is it a stink bomb?
What the heck is that? What do you think you're doing?
Oh.
I could ask you the same thing!
What the?
Good, they're arguing.
Okay.
Looks like they just needed an excuse. They've probably had enough of this job already. The people on the hill over there left to help their comrades. This is our chance.
So dumb.
Come get me, Chaska. I hope she gets this hand signal.
That's Koichi's signal. Smart idea. All right, time to move. Give me your hand, quick.
Coming! I checked, and this way is completely clear. It should lead us to the deepest part of this place.
I literally feel like I'm watching, like, a Sims machinima right now. Cora says, stink bombs. Nice to know that's a... You know, guys, remember, kids, if you ever want to infiltrate...
I was pretty helpful, right? You know, everyone usually jumps at the chance to work with me. Not my own sister, though. No, she avoids me like her life depends on it.
Remember, kids, next time you want to infiltrate a Russian military base, stink bombs.
I was wrong, Koichi. You've done well.
Wait, you're just gonna admit it? Now I look like the mean one.
No.
Let's focus on the task at hand. We're in the heart of enemy territory. The more time we waste, the more dangerous this becomes.
All right. If you're not gonna take the bait, then I'll drop it. Looks like the Fatui are here to dig something up. I'm surprised they mobilized this many people. I doubt it's because they're interested in our culture and history.
Nah, it's some other reasons. Either
It
nefarious
seems like
or
they're
political.
looking for a dragon
or
relic
both.
called the Source Mechanism.
Oh,
The device is ancient.
okay.
Barely any information survives to this day. And even people from Natland don't know how to use it.
Okay.
Why would this be the Fatui's target?
Interesting.
Not bad. Looks like it's in good shape. This should be what our Lord's looking for. Took us long enough. Come on, let's get this thing back.
Back? Back where? Should we keep following?
You really want to keep going?
Of course. We make a good team, don't you think? No reason to stop now.
What was that sound?
Oh no.
Uh-oh. We've been spotted. Time to go.
Too bad.
Falling rock incoming! Watch out for your gadget!
What?
What?
You'll regret that! After them!
Falling rock incoming? Okay. So are we back?
Once we got them
Okay,
off
we're
our
back.
tail, we went back to observe some more. They'd collected several identical pieces of something. It looked like they were waiting, though. So we decided to come back.
So,
Fair.
Koichi got injured trying to get them off your tail?
She pushed herself too hard and collapsed on the way back to the stadium.
Well, I didn't cause you any trouble while we were fighting, right? So my perfect record remains.
You've done very well. I could make a comment on knowing your limits, but it's not my place.
I know. I'm already reflecting on my actions.
So, our current intel suggests the Fatui is after the source mechanism.
You need to look up who voices Jilanen because, like, I know I've heard her voice somewhere. Like, she sounds familiar.
The device is a complete mystery, even to us. What does the captain want with it?
I have no idea. But it's safe to assume the device could serve a similar purpose to the Gnosis.
Okay.
Shilonen, I need you to gather every scholar in Natlan familiar with the secret source.
I'll get right on it.
Thank you both for your hard work. Koichi, it's time for you to get some rest. Oh, and there are gifts from your patients waiting at the speaker's chamber. I've prepared a small gift of my own as a token of gratitude. I'll send it to your home along with the others.
My patience. That's so nice of them. Guess that means I'm doing something right.
You don't need to give us anything, Archon. We were just doing our duty for Natlan. I should take Koichi home now.
We're having this little character arc between Chaska and her sister. Like, literally just smack dab in the middle of the Archon quest.
Well, if Koichi doesn't want her favorite Saurus crackers, then...
I accept. Thank you, Archon.
What am I gonna do with you?
There's some for the rest of you as well. They're one of my favorites too, so don't be shy. I'll start investigating the source mechanism right away. If I learn anything, you'll be the first to know.
Yummy snacks!
Back to black loading screen. Well, in the meantime, Chorus made a comment that says, if there was a design I disliked from this game, it'd probably be Kuching's. Too much of the same shade and of the same color all over. That's completely fair. I like Kuching's design, mostly, but like, yeah, now that you mention it, I'm like, it is very purple. But like, not in the sense of like, I don't know, there's just this large chunk of purple fabric. It's like, no, it is a very purple design. Oh wait, hold on a second. Should I even be walking, or is it like... Yeah, I don't have to... Wait, do I have to walk? You know what, maybe... What if I go here? I'm trying to find the shortest available route here. Okay, what if I take this path? How stupid is this path? No, not super stupid. Okay. Alright. So I think we're going to finish this little cutscene before ending the stream. It's getting pretty late. But yeah.
What's next for you two?
I'm taking Koichi home, with our parents there to keep an eye on her. I can make sure she actually rests.
Hey, it's not like I'm some kind of prisoner. I'll be fine in a day or two. There's no need to go all the way home.
That's what you always say. Everything's no big deal until you collapse. What if the Abyss attacks again? You're saying if I let you rest in a hotel, you're not gonna rush out the minute you hear the alarm?
Well, you were the one that headed straight into the Night Kingdom. You know, the place of the dead.
I won't. Triple promise I won't.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. On the off chance something like that were to happen, I might. But I'm a doctor. I have a duty to help people in need, no matter how hard or tiring the work gets.
We need you. So you need to look after yourself too.
I guess you're right. But I don't have to like it.
Oh, that's
this
life.
reminds Paimon of when we first met. Except you were the one trying to stop Chaska from doing something dangerous.
Thank you, Paimon, for stating the obvious.
I'd do the same for anyone trying to put their life in danger. As a doctor, I don't want people to get hurt because of a rash decision.
Then try to see things from my perspective. You clearly want to protect your patients. So can't you understand why your own sister would feel the same way about you?
The two of you are the same, you know?
I disagree.
Sure.
I understand the risks and costs of my decisions.
Yeah.
Who wants to be like her? Overconfident, always making excuses when things go wrong.
That's just not true.
You think I don't have proof?
Okay, don't get into another fight. Just pretend Paimon never said anything.
Don't worry, Paimon. You didn't do anything wrong. Arguing is just how we communicate. Neither of us really takes it to heart.
Felt.
Plus, I guess we are similar in some ways. Maybe I rush into things without thinking, but I learned that from her. We're family. I can't help it if my older sister is a bad influence.
Good excuse. The good excuse there.
Okay, you don't have to put it that way.
So, you're all good now?
This is probably normal for them.
Neither of us are really the type to back down, so we'll always have our differences. But still, we get along in our own way.
We need to get a scene where the traveler and their sibling also just kind of argue for an entire scene. We need to have that. Their relationship's been too perfect so far. It's been too cute, too perfect, too wholesome. We need to get them bickering. And it has to be about the stupidest thing as well. Like a waffle. Like, you ate my waffle, and then they just argue for, like, the next 15 minutes. Please, have that happen. Cora says that's what every sibling says. Literally.
Plus, I know you'll wake up one day and realize I was right all along. I just need to wait.
Be my guest. Come on, let's get you home. See you later, Traveler and Paimon. I'll be back once everything's settled at home.
There's no rush. At least grab a nice meal with your family.
See you later.
Bye, you two. Take care of yourselves out there.
Those two will probably make up for real at some point, right?
Yeah. Probably before the end of, like, the big climactic moment.
Well, we've learned a lot. Let's go over everything that we know so far.
Thank you, Paimon. You and Paimon try to analyze the captain's goals. Okay. Alright. What? Footsteps. Oh, it's you. Is it Lolly?
Sorry for popping up out of nowhere. Again.
Yeah, you seem to do that a lot.
Why do you look so awkward? Oh, is there something you need from us?
Okay, I won't beat around the bush. Oh, and I'm sorry for interrupting your rest. I'll treat you to some charcoal grilled steak to make up for it.
Awesome! Just give us your orders!
Hey, friends don't order each other around. I'm just here to share some news. Remember what we talked about before parting ways?
Oh yeah, you mentioned how Auroron has always wanted to save Natlan, and something about his soul being fragmented.
Yeah, like the genuinely tragic backstory. that like kind of got me a bit.
Paimon and the Traveler discussed it after you left, and we think Auroron is probably back with the captain. What do you think?
Oh, definitely.
I agree with your hypothesis. And just now, I confirmed it myself. Auroron came back. He helped the Masters of the Nightwind defend our camp.
What? He came back?
Did he say anything?
I told him to give up whatever he's doing, but he refused. He said they're just one step away from success, so there's no way he can back out now. Apparently, he came back to fulfill his duty to our tribe. When he left, he said it was because he still has a duty to Natlan as a whole.
Uh-huh.
I'm unsurprised you let him go at all.
I had to prioritize my tribe. Besides, the situation was intense. I couldn't focus on outside and inside threats at the same time.
Fair, fair. You know, you could have put him on, like, one of those, like, child leashes.
Plus, he was on guard. He knew I would try to go after him, so he made sure to keep his distance. I kept an eye out for a good opportunity, but it never came. All these years of calling me Granny, and I couldn't do a single thing for him in the end.
Don't say that! Your tribe all raised him together, right? That couldn't have been easy.
You're right. Seeing him come back reminded me of when he was little. Running around the tribe, dropping by random houses right and left.
Dude, that must have sucked, though. That must have really sucked. Like, it doesn't seem like... Because they mentioned that he was raised communally, not, like, he didn't have, like, a specific family that took care of him. And, like, you know, like, on the surface, that sounds really nice, but it's also kind of like, you know, seemingly, like, he never had, like, a proper home, as in, like, a house, or, like, a proper family, or, like, he lived in the Masters of the Nightwind tribe, but he didn't really seem to have, like, a home. No, okay, but like what I mean is, like, dang, imagine you're having like a rough day one day, and then like literally the next day they're like, all right, you have to live with those people now. Like, dang. Axel05 says hi, hello, welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, after this cutscene, I will have to end it, because it's getting pretty late, but thanks anyway.
He's not only a child of the Masters of the Nightwind, but a child of Natlan. It's only natural for a child to want to do something for their family. Besides, Auroron is my apprentice. He might have a few tricks up his sleeve, but I guarantee I know every single one.
Hold on. Okay, so Axel05 says, I don't know if you remember me, but it's nice to see you again. Your username sounds familiar to me. And Cora says, it's more like he's had a lot of random maids and butlers taking care of him. Yeah. I mean, it's, you know, obviously not exactly that, but like, yeah. He had people to take care of him, but he didn't really have a family. If that makes, yeah. I guess that Lally is like the closest thing to that.
Wait, what are you saying?
Look.
Crystal, right?
Remember how I said Auroron's soul is fragmented?
Yep.
This is the talisman I created to keep it stable.
Okay.
And this gem is what makes the talisman work. It just so happens that Auroron is due for a gem replacement. Since I can't get close to him, I put the new gem in a supply bag and asked Aoife to bring it to him. You guys know Aoife, right? No?
Nope.
Well, he's a pretty famous vet around these parts. He's always bringing me all sorts of things, and he happens to be very good friends with Auroron.
You guys have veterinarians?
Aoife doesn't know what's going on, so he agreed, no questions asked. Auroron would find the gem as soon as he opened the bag. He knows how important it is, so I knew he would make the switch. He probably suspected that I tampered with it. But here's the catch. The trick is on the bag. The moment he touched it, a portion of his memories were copied onto the old gem.
Okay.
Which he no longer needed.
Alright. Smart.
That's amazing. You can do something like that?
Most people can't, but I can.
Indeed.
That trick he used to bring you to the Night Kingdom isn't anything special, by the way. My technique is much more subtle. He won't notice anything.
So in other words, we have a whole backup of Auroron's memories in this gem.
Yay, time to infiltrate some of his most personal memories of his entire life. Let's watch him. Watch it, get the popcorn.
The kid thinks he can take me on? Like I wasn't the one who taught him everything he knows?
That's amazing, Seat Lolly. Let's take a look right away.
Once we get to the bottom of this, we can finally track him down. I know he thinks of me as his grandma, but do you think he'll get mad at me for this? You can be honest.
See, it's one of those things where it's like, he'll get mad at you in the moment. Well, if this succeeds, he'll get mad at you in the moment, but then after giving it some thought, you know.
Huh, that's a tough question. Paimon doesn't have a grandma, so she's not the best person to ask.
It's possible. Families disagree sometimes. But as his family, you have to do this.
To be honest, I've always doubted my ability to look after him. I didn't stop the ceremony all those years ago. And now, I'm useless again. But if I stop here, it will haunt me until I'm 500 years old. Every night I'll wake up in a fit of anger.
And then start crying, and then start freaking out. Like you did that. Like you did that one night.
Easy. Still, if I back away from this and something happens to Auroron, I would never forgive myself. I need to look at his memory. Even if he resents me, refuses to see me, or runs away for good, I don't care, and I won't blame him. A family does whatever it takes to protect their own.
You sure you'll be okay? We can come with you if you want.
Did you just say you'll come with me?
Yeah, of course. Man, what is being the traveler in Teyvat if not learning the most intimate details about a person's life, even if we just met them? Like, of course.
Is that okay? We have a pretty good reason to see it too, don't we? Because, right, we need leads on the Fatui.
Yeah, it's that. Yeah, Paimon's right. We should be there.
You really mean it?
Mm-hmm.
Fine, you can come. Just promise me you'll see this through. No backing out. Got it?
Chorus says, okay, geez, lady, how old are you? Like, honestly, I, like, fully believe that, like, her age is, like, because they basically said that she's, like, everyone calls her granny and she sees herself as old, but she's actually, like, fairly young. If I were to, like, throw to the wall, like, just guess her age, I'd say, like, 26, 27, that's what I would say. Because I feel like, you know, you're not old, like, at all, but you're also, like, old enough that you can't connect to people younger than you anymore.
Don't worry, we're professional adventurers.
Then I place my trust in your professionalism.
Yeah!
Alright, time to sneak into someone else's memory and engage in some, unwanted spying.
Yeah, that's what we do. Do y'all remember, what was it, the second summer event with Kazuha and, what's her name, Zhang, oh god, what's her name, the rock girl in Liyue, Xingyan, with Kazuha and Xingyan and Mona and Fischl. Like, y'all remember that? Kazuha's, like, entire thing in the story was literally us, like, witnessing memories over the course of his life. So let's do it again.
You heard it here first. I wouldn't be doing this if I had any other choice. Are you ready?
I'm ready. So I guess we're still stuck in this cutscene, but you know what? This cutscene is interesting. Ooh, new little loading icon. Okay. Looking nice. I hope this cutscene isn't like super long though. Okay, tending to his giant radishes.
Look how good you're doing. You'll grow into nice big radishes in the future. And you? Aoife says you're taking up too much space, but I think you're a good tree. What do you think?
Talks to himself, oh my god. No, that's not me dissing him. That's just me finding it, like, kind of sweet.
Hey! How's it going, Auroron?
Good. How are you, Uncle Okanbi?
So I do wonder sometimes, every time I look at his design, which is like, is this his ear? And in that case, what's with the other one? Is it bent down? Is it folded? Does he not have the other ear? It's just things that I think about. Cora says, I haven't touched the game in years, so I don't know that event. Oh, well, it was one of the summer events where, the character of Kazuha, which is like the samurai from Inazuma, um, like, pretty much, like, his entire, like, section of that event was pretty much us just, like, looking at his memories, like, witnessing his memories about, like, seeing how he went from, like rich kid, kind of semi-rich kid in Inazuma to like losing his entire estate and his like family and eventually deciding the life of wandering, which eventually led him to being like a fugitive from Inazuma. And like the entire time that we played that, like I played that, like I would just be sitting here like, yo, I know that we're the video game protagonist, right? But it's like, yo, it kind of feels like we're kind of invading some privacy here. Like there's an entire scene where he's like arguing with his dad, and I'm sitting here like, yo, I know this is a dumb little. I know that we're the anime protagonist, but like, this is some personal stuff we're watching. Anyway.
Ah, can't complain. What you up to? Naming your vegetables again?
No, just some idle conversation.
Sounds fascinating. What did they say?
They told me you were coming and that you would take some produce with you.
Ha! Only if you're offering. By the way, I ran into Aoife yesterday. He told me Chaska's fostering a saurian at his place. Said the thing trampled over a part of your radish garden. I hope you two didn't get into a huge fight.
Cora says, that sounds like something that should be in his story quest, not an event. Yeah. I think like most of the fandom, or at least I thought that exact same thing. Dude, cause I remember I played his story quest, the one about like it had to do with like a talking sword and whatever. And I was sitting here like, yo, why didn't how do we learn more about him and his backstory in a limited time event and not in the actual quest that's supposed to be, you know, learning about the character? Genshin has its weird ways of telling their stories.
No, don't worry. I'll find a way for him to make it up to me.
Hey, but on the bright side, at least here they're like actually making the backstories important to the main plot. Not only that, but like actually showing us their backstories. Like this would have never happened honestly back in like Liyue or even in Azuma, honestly.
I've already wrapped your share of the produce. Here you go.
You really knew I was coming. That's pretty amazing.
Light up the smoke and you can see the path through the shadows. That's what everyone says.
Hey, have you seen that strange group of people that just appeared out of nowhere?
Appeared out of nowhere? I don't think so.
It's the Fatui. Their leader seems like a big deal. He didn't bring many men with him, but they're all elite warriors. It seems like they're looking for someone, but I wouldn't go around asking too many questions. If you run into them, be careful.
Okay. Oh?
You're from the Masters of the Nightwind, are you not? Why do you live here alone?
Dude, okay. I'm not gonna lie though. If that were me, and if that was my first time seeing Capitano, I would shit myself, I'm not gonna lie. I would just like freeze up in absolute terror.
I enjoy living by myself out in the wild.
You sounded unsure about that.
I guess you're from the Fatui, the one everyone's calling a big deal.
Not
Confident.
an inaccurate description. I'm looking for someone who may be known to you. Citlali is her name.
Granny? What does an Outlander want with her? I've heard the name. You have business with her?
There's no point to further questioning if you insist on hiding things from me. I shall seek answers elsewhere.
Oh, he could tell I was lying and now he's leaving? He gave up just like that? Hey! At least tell me why you're looking for Lali.
It's none of your concern. I have my own means of tracking her down.
Why are the Fatui looking for her? What does she have to do with them? I can't just let them go like this. I have to figure out what they're planning.
Okay, okay. Makes sense. Starting to make sense. So it's like his own way of figuring out what they're doing. So when does the coaxing start?
They've just been studying the ley lines and asking for leads on Granny. I can definitely rule out some sort of invasion.
The situation has seen no true improvement. The Pyro Archon did not fulfill her promise.
My lord!
The one guy is spying on us.
Ignore him. He is no threat.
He knows I'm following him, but he doesn't seem to care.
It's all part of the plan, isn't it?
He's strong, I can tell. But there's something unusual about him and also familiar in some way. I can't describe it.
Does he also have a fractured soul?
What is it?
My lord, I feel dizzy.
A ley line disturbance. Certain presences have been forced to wander outside their rightful realm.
Uh-huh. Whoa, okay. What is that? Okay.
That was a spell from the Masters of the Night Wind. How did he know that? Is he sending those escaped souls back into the ley lines? How did he do that so easily? Soulfaring is supposed to be extremely difficult. This could be related to why he's searching for Granny.
I feel much better. Thank you, my lord.
Think nothing of it. Stay vigilant, and continue to gather information. The Abyss could attack at any moment. If you notice any irregularities, assume drill formation and be prepared to fight. However, there is no reason to over-engage. Information is our first priority.
Yes, sir.
Why are the Fatui fighting against the Abyss? Do they really mean us no harm?
See, when it comes to Capitano himself, like, so far, yes, I do believe he genuinely wants to save Nalin. But as in, like, the entirety of the Fatui, I ain't gonna lie, I don't think they care. They hate the Abyss, and that's probably why they deal with it.
I've been following him this whole time and still they ignore me? Do they really not care? It seems like his subordinates refer to him as the captain. Never heard of him before.
Yeah, it all feels very intentional. Like they're attempting to lure him.
And now he's headed to the stadium. That's unusual. Oh, what is he gonna do?
Oh wait, is this when he like
You two,
fights
with me.
Movica and he like
Everyone
steps
else,
in?
wait here as instructed. Send word to the other teams to retreat immediately if this fails.
Yes, sir.
He's going inside? But the Pyro Archon is in there. What does he want with her?
Forgive me, my lord. Allow me to check one more time. Do you truly wish to do this?
Yes, Tarko, I do.
The time for idle observation is over. It now falls on me to act. This nation is out of time.
Yes, sir.
He just walked straight into the stadium. What is he gonna do?
Yep, the entire fight scene.
They're both incredibly strong. How long will they have to fight until someone comes out on top? Wait, this feeling. Just like the other day near the ley lines, it's faint, like a soul's trying to escape. Where is it coming from? Is that why he's looking for Granny? If he dies here, then all clues will be lost. I can't let that happen.
Okay. So that's how they meet. Okay, so like they're well, okay, I mean they already met, but that's how like they meet. So that means that like yeah, okay, they've been in cahoots pretty recently actually. Chorus says if this is when he fights her, wouldn't that be too recent? Yeah, no, that's what he was saying. Like that felt very early. Like they kind of set it up as if they've been working together for I mean, yeah, a little longer than that.
As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. She simply chose not to. You don't have much time, and you're injured on top of that. What do you plan to do next?
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be. You heard something from here, didn't you?
The ley line disturbance? Oh! Oh.
No need to force yourself. I've never seen anyone match the Pyro Archon in battle before.
I didn't expect you to intervene at such a critical moment.
You know I've been following you. Why didn't you stop me?
Because you are useful. You have some pretty useful skills, but you're also very easy to manipulate.
When walking in the forest, it is only natural to encounter wild beasts. However, not every beast has the courage to come out and bite.
And yet, one of those very beasts saved your life.
Nose and lips. Anyway.
Then speak. What do you want?
I didn't save you because I wanted something. My soul is more perceptive than others. I can sense that the ley lines are extremely weak. I don't know what the Pyro Archon is planning. Can she really save us? The questions you asked her just now, well, I've had very similar doubts. So I felt like I had to help you.
At least to figure out what's going on. Yo, okay. How is it just me or did the graphics in this one specific shot just like suddenly look really good? Or maybe I'm just like tired, I don't know.
So, you can tell the truth. That was quite a reckless decision to make. I'm not sure you realize that.
There's no turning back for me now. What I did back there is going to get me in a lot of trouble. You attacked the Pyro Archon in broad daylight, and I used my spell to save you. A single glance was likely all it took for her to recognize my tribe. So, we're in the same boat.
You seem to care little for my thoughts on the matter.
I mean, yeah. Like, honestly, Oraron could give less of a shit about what Capitano's, like, his motives, really. It's, like, he doesn't give a so far, he doesn't give a shit over what Capitano's exact motives are. He just kind of cares what he's doing. Chorus says, I just got that his name is literally the captain in Spanish. Well, technically, it's actually Italian, because I think, like, his full title is Il Capitano, which is which it literally means the captain. Romance languages.
It's too late for that. Start from the beginning. Why are you looking for Citlali? Do you know her?
Explain your relation to her first. I know you two are acquainted. It was obvious the moment I mentioned her name.
He does not open his mouth to speak.
Citlali is my elder and my teacher. She taught me everything I know. It's my duty to protect her.
If you truly wish to protect her, you should have let me perish at the Pyro Archon's hand. Yet, you chose otherwise. Do I really need to tell you what that means?
You're doubtful of her abilities?
I want to do something to change Natlan for the better. Something I can accomplish with my own two hands. You're stranger than anyone I've ever met. But maybe, just maybe, you can show me the way.
You're weird and fucked up like I am. That's actually kind of sad, though, I'm not gonna lie.
Strange. Citlali is said to be the legendary Granny Eastly, someone capable of communicating with the Wyub, and the Wyub are the key to information on the Night Kingdom.
Why do you need knowledge on the Night Kingdom?
That is not something you need to know.
Don't forget, I saved your life.
Do you not believe the Fatui capable of betraying a debt?
People can lie, but souls cannot. I can tell there's a weight to your soul, a sense of justice.
Capitano is like, ah, shit, he found me out.
You may not live among your tribe, but you certainly know their tricks. I apologize for my rash judgment. You are more capable than I imagined.
He deadass went, shit, I can't lie to him, really. Darn it. I can't pretend that I'm a big bad guy.
Let's go. We'll see if you have what it takes to join my plan.
It's taking a bit to load.
I see. Interesting approach.
Worth trying, I think.
Rather than weaving a net to protect the ley lines, this method would address the root problem by reconstructing the ley lines themselves.
Oh. And is it by using him? Is he gonna recreate the ceremony with... I mean... It feels like... I don't know. I don't know.
Woo!
Traveler, Paimon, are you two all right?
Paimon's fine, just, a little dizzy.
I'm fine. Are you okay, Citlali?
Of course. I'm so mad at him. After everything, he still can't let go of the past.
I kind of understand how he feels.
For some reason, he thinks he owes something to the people who cared for him. Stubborn, self-righteous fool. Where's that gonna get him? Now that he's all grown up, he thinks no one can tell him what to do? He thinks he can just run away whenever he wants. I'll show him. If he tries to run one more time, he's got another thing coming.
Maybe stubbornness runs in the family. Like grandmother, like grandson, as they say.
Yeah.
Is that supposed to be a compliment? Huh, that kid's got nothing on me. Anyway, back to what we just saw. I don't even know what to make of it.
Yeah, the captain seriously wants to reconstruct the ley lines? What does that even mean? Something like the loom of fate, maybe?
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
How does that help with the abyss?
Yeah, no, I was thinking that. Because, like, the whole loom of fate was for Celestia. And the abyss is creating the loom of fate, so it obviously has nothing to do with them.
The loom of fate?
Ah, you don't even know about it. You don't need, it's just some, like, big, massive, reality-changing machinery that the Abyss is building. You guys don't need to know. You guys don't need to know.
Oh, it's kind of hard to explain. Basically, it's a device from Conrio that has unbelievable power. Anyway, if he really wants to manipulate the ley lines, everyone in Natlan will be affected. Oh, this is big.
He's serious. It lines up with everything he said before. He tried to seize the Gnosis for the same purpose.
Which means the captain has been honest from the very beginning. Auroron's memory proves that.
Why is he so obsessed with saving Natlan? Oh, we've got to tell Moika about this right away.
You know, it's kind of funny how, like, the main question right now is, why is he helping us? You know, and I feel like we're kind of, to be fair, we don't know how, well, I mean, I guess we do, but, like, we don't know his exact methods in helping, to be fair. But I do think it's funny that's, like, a person is trying to help with this nation-ending crisis? That in itself is a crisis.
Yes. She needs to know about this. Now.
Okay, let's go. Wait, no, can we end the cutscene? Like, I'm sorry, it's getting hella late. Oh my god, good, okay, awesome, good. Because, alas, I would love to keep going, guys, I would love to, but it's getting pretty late, and I think y'all are kind of tired too, so, let me just get my stuff, give me my rewards. Alright, let me just get the achievements that I got, and then I'll, discuss what's up. Not too much, kind of like last stream, but, you know, just a couple things here and there. Alright, bear the, infinite void for a second. There we go, let's put the nice little lo-fi music back on. Alright! Whoa, what was it? Did it turn back on? There we go. Right! So that was that part of Natlan's story quest. So, I think it's a similar thing as last quest. It is like, it's not super story heavy, it's really just us hanging out with the characters, setting up for the bigger plot that's gonna happen later on. Or at least it better. Because this is all clearly like building up to something. Mostly just delving a lot more into Auroron and his backstory and stuff. I mentioned this when I mentioned the Kazuha thing, but like I really like it now. I really love it now that Genshin is like actually using their character stories, like the characters' lore, like as an important aspect of the main plot. Because, like, honestly, you just connect with the plot so much more, you know what I mean? Like, for example, I like Mondstadt's story. Like, I like Mondstadt's, Archon quest. It's really simple, it's short and sweet, but that's the reason why I like it. I feel like it definitely has, like, a sweet little charm to it because of how, like, simple adventure fantasy it is. However, you know, you don't connect with, for example, Diluc to the same level as like right now where you're connecting with like Auroron or Citlali or even Malvika in a sense, right? And yeah, I think a big part of that is because they are focusing, not only are they focusing on their backstories, but their backstories are important, and if not important, at least a big aspect of the Archon quest. So there's like not only a reason, not only are you invested in the character, but you're invested in the overall story because of how much it has to do with the character. And yeah, I don't think they even did that in Inazuma, honestly. What I'm trying to say is that I love that they're doing this. Genshin's writing is rough. Most veteran players know that. It's rough. Like it's one of the, Genshin is one of those things where their writing, when it misses, yeah, it's kind of ass. But when it hits, it's like, holy crap. Who are you people? But I can genuinely feel that they're like improving so much more. Chorus just said, everyone is relevant to the narrative in this. Yeah, exactly. Like, way more. And even if we don't know the backstory of, like, for example, Mualani, we like get her entire personality, right? We like spend time with her and her tribe, and she's important to Kachina, who's like a big thing in like the first part. I like it. I think I don't know if I mentioned it or it was just a thing that I noticed with Fontaine's in particular, where the story quests, the individual story quests in Fontaine, at least the ones that I played, because I didn't play all of them, but at least the ones that I played were way more character-centric. you know, on the actual freaking character the story is supposed to be about. And because of that, I ended up getting like some of like the best story quests that I've ever played, like Nivelette's and Farina's. Not Farina's, although Farina was really sweet. Linny's, Nivelette and Linny's, both of their story quests just straight up had me emotional. And I hope that they keep carrying on this trend with Natland. It seems that they're doing that now with Oraron. Like, let me tell you, I'm gonna be honest, guys, I'm gonna be honest right here. Never in my life would I have ever expected to tear up on that guy. Never. Like, if you pointed at this guy and this hot topic gotcha life looking dude and be like, you're going to tear up in his backstory, I'd be like, bruh. Because to me, it's like, we get it. He's like depressed and he's sad and he's like an orphan. He was literally dropped on the side of the street, which, you know, is tragic in canon, right? But it's like, you see a character like him and you're like, well, no duh, right? And it was that, mostly. And then we got to the child sacrifice part and it got like, oh, okay, that's like, damn. And then the part where he's like, could Natlan have been saved if I died at there, would Natlan have been saved? And it becomes like all the more depressing because they make it pretty clear that, like, despite being an adult, like, Oraron is very clearly, how do I put this, held back? He's very innocent, and like, yeah, it's kind of like a silly part of his character, but it's like, but it also adds like a level of sadness to it, right? Like, okay, this is just me guessing things about his character. I don't think they're like, I don't know if they're fully gonna go into this, but he feels like a character that's like, that could be manipulated like super easily. Chorus says, I remember watching a video about the character quests and how most of the guys are very heavily character driven, while most of the female quests were more like dates or something. It feels like that. It's been improved. Oh, definitely. And I do agree with you. It does feel like that half the time. And yeah, which is really funny because the majority of Genshin's characters are female. Like, I saw a post somewhere that was like, Kinich is like was the first male banner in like who knows how long. So that is very interesting. But I'm glad that they're like improving and stuff. But yeah, and like, again, it's kind of like my own personal headcanon, but like Oraron definitely feels like, you know, the man-child aspect of his character, you know, it's silly, it's stupid, right? Like, it's cringy. But at the same time, with this added context, it's also just kind of sad, you know? Because, like, you can sense that this is a guy who's, like, very emotional and also easily manipulated. Like he doesn't know what he's doing half the time. He's just really, really lost. And it kind of becomes sad, like, yo, am I an Oraron fan? Am I an Oraron fan? Because I'm starting to understand why the Asian community likes him. Do I still like his Hot Topic design? I think it's funny, and I do believe that it was meant to look kinda dumb. But, you know, I still think it's like, it's clearly meant to be dumb, but, you know, it's meant to be dumb, so it's dumb. Cora says there's weight to his cringe. Yeah. No, there is. But, yeah. Oh man, if I keep rambling, yeah, man, it's gonna become midnight if I keep rambling. Alright, we're done, guys. We're done. As always, thank you for sticking to the stream. As always, we got through, like, a pretty decent chunk. Hopefully next time we're getting to some, like, bigger story stuff. It's definitely, like, feeling that way. And, yeah, like I said with the last stream, when is the next time? Literally whenever I'm free, unfortunately. Like, that's just kind of my schedule. But as you've noticed, I've been, like, slowly streaming a little bit more frequently, like, more weekly. Mostly because I've, like, tried to make more space for, like, a general weekly stream. It seems to be doing well so far, but, you know, things always happen. But yeah, hopefully either next week or next time I'm free, we can continue on with the story. Yeah. But, yeah, no, that's it. Yeah. See ya.